In India's hugely popular Bollywood and regional films, sex workers and Nautch girls for more than half a century have been depicted as fallen women with a golden heart and highly glamorized. In reality, they are only poor women who are at the receiving end of the economic imbalance that plagues India. While forced prostitution and trafficking of women is a serious issue, the fact is that a vast majority of these women join prostitution on their own to fight poverty and an absence of gainful employment. According to surveys supported by India's official HIV/AIDS control body NACO, there are about 4 million sex workers in the country with a population of 1.2 billion and counting. Since early 1990s, when the sex workers were drafted in to fight the menace of HIV/AIDS, a dialogue has begun between them and the mainstream society. Now it has been almost 20 years that they are still demanding legal rights of workers, so as to be counted as law-abiding citizens who can also fight atrocities and harassment inflicted upon them by anti-socials as well as law enforcers. Recently, when Lalita Kumaramangalam, the chief of India's National Commission for Women or NCW, said she favored legalizing sex work, her words were received as a big hope by the community of sex workers. In India's eastern metropolis Kolkata, where the sex workers movement actually started more than 2 decades ago with the active backing of people from the mainstream society like Dr. Smarajit Jana, the sex workers' clamor for legal rights is growing louder again.
আমি তো খুব আশাবাদী যে এইটা যদি হয় তাহলে আমাদের পুলিশে অ্যারেস্ট করবে না, আমাদের গুন্ডা বদমাশ অ্যারেস্ট করবে না, আমরা বাড়ির বিল ঠিকমতো পাবো, আমাদের যে পেশাটা করছি সুস্থভাবে পেশাটা।
According to Dr. Jana, the chief advisor of Durbar Mahila Samavaya Committee or DMSC, which is an umbrella organization of about 65,000 sex workers in West Bengal, legalization will not lead the way to increase in trafficking in any way.
And there are more than 4 million women who are engaged in sex work, and with their help more than 12 million people are surviving. So altogether 16 million people are engaged or being supported through sex work and worker. There is no reason for which they should be criminalized.
According to the doctor turned social activist, legalizing sex work will actually empower women in India to avail the facilities of the government schemes, and they will be counted as any other citizen of the country.
They are part of the unorganized labor sector, and they are also involved in various unorganized labor movements.
Citing a recent report by The Lancet, a leading general medical journal, Jana said in one of their issues this year, they have shown how decriminalizing sex work will bring down HIV transmission by 33 to 46%. According to Bharati De, who is the first sex worker to head a WHO project and now officiates as the secretary of DMSC, the words of National Commission for Women Chief Lalita Kumaramangalam favoring legalizing sex work are words of wisdom and great hope for the community.
আমরা তো তাকে ধন্যবাদ জানাবো যে একজন মহিলা হিসাবে মহিলা কমিশন থেকে যে একদল মহিলার কথা ভেবেছেন, এটা কিন্তু একটা খুব বড় পাওনা আমাদের, যেটা কেউ কোনোদিন ভাবেননি, বলেননি। এবং একই সঙ্গে আজকে যে দুর্বারের 20 বছরের লড়াই, সেই 20 বছরের লড়াইটা কিন্তু আমরা এক ধাপ আরো এগিয়ে গেলাম। পুনর্বাসনের কথা নিয়ে আমাদের অনেক সময় অনেক আলোচনা হয়েছে। এবারে যাদের সবাই বক্তব্য, এটা শুধু আমাদের দুর্বারের নয়, সমস্ত যৌনকর্মীদের বক্তব্য, সাধারণ যারা যৌনকর্মী যে তারাও দুর্বারের, কিন্তু আমি বলছি কর্মী যে পুনর্বাসন তাদের দেওয়া হোক, সত্যিকার যাদের পুনর্বাসন দরকার, কিন্তু যাদের পুনর্বাসন দরকার না তারা কিভাবে ডিগনিটি নিয়ে থাকতে পারে সেটা সরকারের দেখা উচিত।
Shefali Das, who is an aging sex worker of the brothel-based red light district Sonagachi, where about 13,000 women are engaged in the trade, says legal rights will stop harassment by cops and goons.
যে জায়গায় থেকে আজ পেশা করে আজকে আমি ভাবছি যে আমার সন্তান, যারা আমার সন্তান রয়েছে তারা তো একদিন সে কোথাও উকিল হতে পারে, ম্যাজিস্ট্রেট হতে পারে, বা পড়াশোনা করে সে কোনো জায়গায় পৌঁছাতে পারে।
The words of NCW chief bring much hope for the sex workers in India. But with those opposing legal rights to prostitution through equally powerful vocal groups, The women of Sonagachi think they will have to keep fighting for the cause till they are heard one day finally.